Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Beth with Create with Beth, and today we are going to make this really cute and sunny card. It is featuring a stamp set that I will show you in just a second. Here's the inside. It's a clean and simple card. You know that's one of my favorite kind to make. So let me put this aside and we'll bring out our stamp set. I apologize for the sun coming in. I know it can be really distracting, and I do apologize for that. My husband still has not put my curtains up in my craft room, and so until he does, we're just going to have to kind of deal with it on sunny days like today. The sun is shining. It's beautiful outside. I'm so happy because they were saying that it was going to rain today and be cloudy and yucky, and I woke up and the sun was out and it's going to be 70 degrees. And for a Monday, that is wonderful. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, the stamp set that we're going to use today is called the Floral Vignette. This is not available yet. It is only available as a pre-order for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. It will be available to everyone else on May 3rd. So keep an eye out for that. It's a really beautiful set. It's a one piece, but you can stamp it, like today we're going to do it in just one color, but you could go in with your Stampin' Right markers or a dauber and add different colors here, and it would be really beautiful. So let's go ahead and get out the pieces that we're going to need. I'll give you all the measurements and the details. So I am using a piece of DSP that is retired, and it's got Daffodil Delight in it, and I'm not sure what this color is. I think it's Summer Splash, but I could be wrong. But that's the colors, those are the colors that I'm using today. So this is just a 2" by 6" piece of that. Then I have another piece of that DSP that is a 1/2 inch by 6 inches. That's going to go on the inside of our card. I have a piece, let's see, let's start with the card base. This is Summer Splash. This measures 8.5 by 5.5 and is scored at 4 1/4. So we'll go ahead and burnish that. That is our card base. Then I have a piece for the inside that measures 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. We're going to do some stamping on that. I have our piece for the front, which is our piece that we're going to stamp on. This is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I have a piece of Daffodil Delight that is just a smidge larger than that white piece. So just go just a tiny bit bigger than that all the way around, and you'll get this framed piece. I also have a white envelope because we're going to do a dressed up envelope today for you today. So we'll set those pieces aside and we'll do our stamping first. I'm going to bring out my Misty, and we're going to put this in the Misty and get it anchored down good. Okay. And then I just want to check and make sure that it's going to clear the magnet, and it is. So I'm going to bring in Daffodil Delight. This is one of my favorite colors. It's so bright and sunny and beautiful. So if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator yet and would like one, and I would be happy to fulfill that for you, I will put a link to my online store in the description of this video. All right, we'll go ahead and close this and then use my Chucky tool to hopefully get an even impression on this piece of cardstock. I'm going to put a couple different links to some different things that you might be interested in. I do have a Facebook group that is All Things Stampin' Up! Okay, so if you can see, we didn't get a good impression there on the middle. It seems to be, I don't know if it's my table or it's the stamp or what, but every time I stamp this, I end up having to stamp it again because it's not coming through in the middle. But we'll go ahead and stamp it again. So yeah, I have a Facebook group that is for former Stampin' Up! Demos and customers, but you can join even if you're current or you are just someone who likes Stampin' Up! We're just a really friendly group, and we talk about all things Stampin' Up! I'm going to leave that. I'm still not getting that good impression, but it's okay because we're going to be covering that up. So we're just going to go with that. I don't want to keep stamping and get a super dark impression that changes the color of the Daffodil Delight. So we're going to just leave that. All right, we'll close this up. We're done with the Misty. And we're going to bring in our inside piece now. We'll do the stamping on there. So this stamp set does not have a sentiment with it, so I brought in a really old one. This is called Something to Celebrate. It was a Hostess set back way who knows when. So if you're not familiar with the Hostess thing, that used to be a program that Stampin' Up! Ran where you could host your own little party and you would earn points towards stamp sets. And they don't do it anymore, which is too bad. I'm really not happy with that. A lot of people are not happy with that. And apparently I unmounted that stamp, so I gotta find a... Now what did I do with that? I've got such a mess. Oh, here we are. I'm looking all over for this block, and it's on my table. So yeah, they got rid of that, disappointingly, and it's too bad. I mean, I know they do different things now to earn points or earn credits for things, but I really wish they would have kept the Hostess program. But it is what it is. All right, we'll get the Daffodil Delight back out, and we're going to use the Happy Birthday sentiment. This set has all kinds of different sentiments in it. And we'll go kind of towards the top because I like to write a greeting in there. And I put my cloth away. Here it is. Fell on the floor. All right, we'll just clean that stamp up real quick. Put our ink away before it dries out. All right, and now we can go ahead and start assembling this card. So we'll start with our inside piece. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. It was such a beautiful day yesterday. Even I did a lot of yard work out in my yard. I got the lawn mowed finally. So it's looking less like a jungle out there. All right, we'll go ahead and put this inside here. And today I got up early and took my daughter to work and came home and got dinner in the crock pot. I'm making steak and potatoes in the crock pot, and it smells so good. I actually could cook out maybe, but... Oh, and I forgot to put this piece on the inside. I did that when I did my sample card too. So let's go ahead and just kind of do a rough measurement here. I get talking and get ahead of myself. I love my crock pot meals. It makes my life so much easier. Maybe I'll share that recipe in the description too with you, because it's a really good one. You're going to get all kinds of freebies from me today. My son loves to garden and work in the yard, and he raked up all my grass for me and helped make everything beautiful out there. So I'm so grateful that I have a kid that likes to do that. He's great. He cleans my kitchen for me all the time. You don't even have to ask him. He just comes in and gets to work. My girls are good too. My oldest daughter, if the spirit moves her, she will do an excellent job at cleaning, but unfortunately she has to be in the right mood. That does not happen very often. She works very hard. She is a substitute teacher, and she's often pretty whipped by the time she gets home. And then my youngest daughter, she will help if you ask. She does a really good job, but you have to ask. I'm a very lucky mom to have these kids, tell you. And they're growing up too fast, and I don't like it. I wish they were babies still. I miss my baby days. Okay, so we'll go ahead and mount this onto our card base. And what we're going to do now is I went and fussy cut. I stamped that image out again, and then I fussy cut the flowers out. I did that off camera because I didn't think that you would really want to have to sit and watch me do that. We're going to pop these up and add these to the image. Okay, so let's see. We want to find the right flower here. And then we'll just pop those up like that. And add another one. Just adding dimension to your cards this way is just kind of a neat way to make them look cool. And finally we have this little one, and the dimensional will just fit on there. I thought I might have to use a mini dimensional, but it will fit. Let's see. It's just a matter of lining these up. Okay, and then I'm going to get my Wink of Stella out. Surprise, surprise. And we'll add some shine and glitter to our flowers. And you could really go to town with this if you wanted. You could stamp the leaves out in green, like in the Summer Splash, and cut those out as well. I just was not looking forward to doing more fussy cutting. So I do not like to fussy cut at all. I'm just bending these up just a little bit to give them a little bit more added dimension. Do you guys like to fussy cut? You'll have to let me know in the comments. I know some people like doing it. Some people find it really relaxing. I can't stand it. And there's that. And now we're going to add some gems. I have the clear iridescent drops from Pink Fresh Studios. And we'll just shake some of, whoa, I didn't need quite that many. Shake some of those out, and we're just going to add some drops of glue here and there all around our vignette. I get to use a fancy word with today's card. I think that's good. And I'll get my jewel picker out, and we'll just start adding some of these gems to our beautiful little composition. So you could do this in any color that we have, or you could do it in multiple colors like I mentioned. I just dropped that upside down. There's really lots of things you could do with this set. That was why I was really drawn to it when I saw it on the site. I thought, that's one I'm going to have to get. I get really picky anymore with what I buy because I'm trying to save my pennies and not spend so much money. But when I see a set that really catches my eye, I do get it. Okay, there is our card. It's so pretty. I love it. So now let's do the envelope. I'm going to show you. This is just a basic envelope. I get these off of Amazon for a really good price point. So just do a search on Amazon and you shouldn't have any trouble finding the envelopes. They're self-stick. So we're going to take this piece of cardstock or DSP and we're going to glue it to the flap. So to do that, I'm going to open up my flap and I'm just going to put glue on the flap itself. This is a really neat way to dress up your envelopes when you're sending them out, and I'm trying to figure out which way this goes. Okay, and then you're just going to line this up with the fold. Getting glue everywhere. Okay, make sure that that's on there evenly. I went over a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it. And then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to just trim this off of here. I often forget to do this with my cards, but yeah, it's a really neat way to tie your envelope in with your card, and it doesn't add any postage or anything. The post office doesn't have a problem with it as of yet. Who knows, with the way things are going, they may end up saying they're going to charge you more for it, but I don't think so. So there is our beautiful envelope. All right, so you have this gorgeous card and this gorgeous envelope. Isn't that sweet? I just think that's so cute. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will give it a try for yourself. Check out those links that I'm going to put in my description. If the links are not there, it's because YouTube has been a jerk about it. So I will try to put the links in that I mentioned. Yeah, so that's it. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.